Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 7 of Europa Universalis 4 as Malwa. Hopefully we will be able to get into some sort of war that we can win. We need to deal with these rebels, we need to get our aggressive expansion down, sort of build up our manpower, get some money. One thing that I did notice though is that I have quite a lot of military power saved up. We are ahead of time. And we can't really afford to be having bronze mortars at the moment. So what I'm probably going to do is actually spend some military power and do some development. This way we can actually get some more manpower. Current max manpower is 19,400. So if we do some development, that's making cores. It's here somewhere, development. So, what would be the cheapest? The cheapest would be here. Now, with manpower, it doesn't really matter too much, because whichever one we put up will increase... Nah, it's not great, is it? What would give us the best? Because the lowest local autonomy is also worth it as well. I mean, our capital's useful. 300, 300... That would be 300. Yeah, ones with local autonomy are great. We get 350 there. Let's put that up again. 300. Let's do that again. 25, do that one, one more, and we'll probably... It's still the cheapest. Yeah, you've got all that flipping 350. Okay, final go. So that's now put us up to 23,000. So that's given us another like 4,000 manpower. Or 4,000 max manpower, so that will be useful. Get that development up. So we are expecting these rebels to pop in one of these two provinces at any moment. Still going to look for my opportunity to start a war over here, ideally without bringing in Bermanis or Vijayanagar. It's possible they might go after one of my allies and give us an inroad, but... it might not happen. We do still have one loan that we need to pay off, as well as having some... quite a lot of inflation, actually. Let's go ahead and reduce that inflation right down, because bad things happen to you when you have inflation. That's a lot of inflation. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and buy that right the way down, because that is just a ridiculous amount of inflation to have. We're ahead in tech, we are done with coring. Yes, we've got an admin group, but we'll deal with it as it comes. Okay, so it's the other group that has spawned, typical. It's only a 7 stack, but we can get in there and fight those guys before they can do anything. And that should be victory, and let's move into there, because that's where the other group should spawn. And then we've got these guys that are on 50%. They are in Kanka, which is down here. So it's all of this stuff that we took. We can't lower the autonomy anymore down here, but... And this is another thing as well. Autonomy is going to start dropping over time, and that does help us, because the autonomy dropping over time basically gives us more... you know, more money and more manpower and things like that. It's also quite tempting to boost stability. Need 178. Positive stability is nice. It does give us more tax modifier. We shall see. We'll keep our eye on it. Do we have a guy here that could be more useful? Not that I can afford to pay, so we won't bother with that one for now. Move towards legalism. Lima gains loyalty. But we get some autonomy change and the local goods produced modifier goes down in Gondwana. Or we can move towards mysticism. I think we'll just stay at legalism at the moment. As useful as it can be to move towards mysticism, because that will give you the extra morale of armies and the missionary strength, which we might need at some point. At the moment, I'd sooner have the manpower modifier and the tax modifier. So we will leave it there for now. Our religious unity is still in the toilet. We definitely need that to fix. Sonput, is this ever going to fire? Should I just move my guys out of there and hope it'll fire a little quicker? I can lower the autonomy, actually. Screw it, let's just go and lower the autonomy. It's not going to lower it by much because it is not a state. Those two... We could potentially do that one. Is it worthwhile? It might be. We will eventually get some of this. What I should probably also do, and yeah, we will have to call them, unfortunately. What we should probably also do is go in via diplomacy and sort of start claiming provinces that we want, especially against our rivals, right? Because they're our rivals, so of course we want your stuff. You are our rival. I want all of your stuff. And then that means if we do end up getting into a war with one of our rivals, hopefully we will have some of the stuff given to us. So yeah, we want all of this because we have claims on it all. I do also... Now, you have a claim on that and that. I'd also like that one, which you don't have a claim on. And I'd like to take some of this stuff as well. You guys have some strategic claims on some of this. They've got claims on stuff around them, but we will be fine. They quite like me. They'll get integrated at some point. Just checking, actually, speaking of integrations, these guys are now in a position where we can... or we should be able to annex them. Don't have a free diplomat, so let's bring the guy back. Just told you to do that, didn't I? Annex vassal. Okay, excellent. That'll get us down below our limits, because we are still over the relationship limit. We are sucking up to... These guys now, actually... Now, I've got a claim on some of their lands. Is there a reason I'm sucking up to these guys? They're allied with Vijayanagar. Maybe I don't want to have any. I haven't got any of theirs land marked as being claimed. That's fine then. That is fine. And this stuff over here I could have claims on as well. We want all of their stuff basically. We'll see what happens. We'll try and sort things out. There, we have a call to arms. This might be what we need. Jainpur has requested that we come to their aid in the Jainpur conquest of Ranthambore against Malwa and Hatodi. This is a war that we can take, so let's be clever about it. I still really want these flipping... guys down here to fire. Guarantee that they will now because I'm about to move out of there. Hopefully my vassals will take some of this land for me. Really don't like now how high that has gone. I think I'm just going to wait over here for now and see if this fires and let Jainpur deal with the combat going on over here. You're sieging out my vassal. So who are we actually at war with? So that's who Jainpur are attacking, these guys up here. So hopefully we'll be able to grab some, if not all of this. We will see. I'd just really like it if this rebel faction spawned. Hopefully Jainpur will take this over. I mean, they could try and vassalize them. They might just turn it over to me. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to turn my forts on. I don't think we have that much to worry about. They have turned that over to me. Thank you very much. Let's repay that loan. Are you going to fire? Come on, you're at 16.9% chance each month of this popping. Move towards mysticism. No, we'll stay towards legalism. How about... right, do we know how big this is going to be? Used to be somewhere where it would tell you roughly how many would spawn. But I can't remember now. Because if it's only going to be a small stack, we could split this in half. And take half over here and do something useful. Move the other half down there. Where are you gonna spawn? In Sonpur. Let's move half the stack down there and just hope that we can deal with them. Most of these stacks down here are quite small. So we'll move in and we'll do what we can. You're going to move over here and hopefully unsiege that or stop the siege from happening. Jampur are getting the job done over here. They've got Delhi in there with them as well. Are you in any wars? You're in a war with these guys. That's fine. Also, you're also fighting against Vijayanagar. Interesting. Well, we need to deal with one war at a time. But we might have a way of doing something here. We're sucking up well with Jainpur. Orissa are integrating some of these little places down here. That's good. These are all less people that can be in a coalition against us. Let's go ahead and start improving relations down here. Now, we're not the war leader here, so we're going to have to rely on the AI giving us something useful. Is there a way of getting in here without taking a river crossing? River crossings. Well, there isn't one from this province, so we're going to go in there. Can we catch that 3 stack? No, but Jainpur are. So we're going to move through there. Oh, you cheeky little gits. Well, I'm just going to go straight after these guys. I'll leave Jainpur to unsiege that. Right, where are you heading to? This one. Right, now you're screwed, hopefully. Recall diplomat from Jainpur. So they do have a better leader. We should have the defensive terrain. We need to get some good rolls. We are not getting good rolls. We were screwed there by having terrible rolls. So you're going to retreat to Jainpur. Potentially fine, although that has cost us some manpower. Jainpur has managed to unsiege that, which is fine. There's the revolt. It's only a 7k stack, so I think that's alright. Let's march you back down here through Jainpur. We'll get our army together. See, if I'd have had my entire army together, we'd have actually been alright there, but I really wanted to deal with the siege, so... Let's move you guys up, get the army together, then if you guys want to play, we will play. Not sure where you're thinking about heading. Let's get you guys in there, let's get you guys in there. You're going to try and take that fort. I am down with that. Oh, they've suddenly changed their mind. They no longer want that fort. Oh. Well, that's a shame. I thought they wanted to play with us. It would appear that is not the case. So we're losing a little bit of money, but we are reinforcing. Losing some manpower. We will be taking a little bit of attrition as we're marching around with this rather large stack, but I think overall we'll be okay. There's quite a lot of stuff happening down here. Various people attacking various other people and whatnot. Stuff that would be nice to get involved with, but probably isn't a good idea to get involved with right now. Multan's opinion of Malwa drops. That's fine. I don't care. Got more separatists on 70% there. So also not ideal. Right, you are locked. So let's just march in there and hopefully meet some armies. Well, we're going to get that 2 stack. I would have preferred to have gone in there and helped with that 7 stack. We can do that. They also have rebels going on over here as well. Let's go in and make sure that this victory is decisive. And it was. We can probably stay here and get this capital. I'm going to go and turn on my capital fort just because these guys are being cheeky and they're trying to slip some units around past us. And I'd really prefer it if they didn't do that. They're going that is Samur out of this. So these guys are now out. What happened to them? They'll be forced to give so war reps. That's it, just war reps. So who's in this now? Hatodi, which are these guys. What was this war actually? Oh, this is the conquest of Rathambor. Rathambor is where? What are you taking, Jampur? You're taking this from Mewar, right? Okay. So this is what Jampur are trying to take. This province here. So they've claimed all of this for themselves, but they are turning these ones over to me, which is good. Now, taking this on its own isn't particularly going to help me because it doesn't have a link up. If they give me these, I'll be happy. If they give me those 2 provinces, I will take that. Because we've got claims on, like, most of this. So all of this stuff that has lose admin power and lose some ducats or lose some prestige. We'll take the hit there. So we actually, funnily enough, one of the province they've declared war for is actually one that we have a claim on. But all of this stuff with yellow lines on, we have claims on. So that should be good. We did briefly have an option there for to take an idea, which we'll probably have to wait on. We are making some money now, though. There it comes back again. So we could go ahead now. How are we for tech? We're still ahead of time. So we could go ahead and get that construction cost reduction. Not that useful. The yearly inflation reduction is nice, though, and that would also give us the manpower modifiers. So we really do want to try and get up this track if we can. Reduced interest per annum, reduced monthly autonomy, reduced land maintenance modifier, increased production efficiency. It's definitely worth grabbing up as much of this as possible. Let's go ahead and start working on it. We've got to do it at some point. I'm hoping that we might grab a province or 2 from this war, which means that we will end up having to spend some admin points on coring, but that's fine. Nagur, you've started a war over here as well, have you? That's interesting. Well, I guess we'll just go around now and just start claiming whatever we can claim. We're at 94%, so I'm not 100% sure why we're not just piecing out here. Got a rebel faction at 80%, so as soon as I've grabbed... I don't want to be fighting their rebels. So as soon as we've grabbed this... I am just going to go and start heading home. I might go down here because it looks like this guy might be coming to try and do something naughty down here that we don't want to happen. We can probably turn that fort maintenance off now. We're at 99%. There we go. So, what happened here? Did we gain those provinces? Mewar will cede Ranthambore, Dudar, and Bharatpur to Janpur, which is unfortunate because we do have a claim on that. Hatodi will cede Hatodi and Bundi to Malwa. Mewar will give Kors, Gwadar, Siwi, and Bela to Balkistan. Mewar will release Gujarat. Oh, Jasma and Kutch as sovereign states. Wow. So this is just basically carved up. Carved up the map over here. This is useful because this gives us people that we can attack. So you guys we will have... we are Malwa. We don't have a truce with you. We do not have a truce over here with these guys. So we could potentially instantly give this stuff to Idar. Kutch, we also do not have a truce with. Now, where do you have claims on? You do have a... In fact, you consider this to be a core. So let's go and move straight across here. And before anything else happens, we are going to declare a war here. We have that take Gawar... they hold provinces that we have claim. Oh, we've got a claim on that as well, of course. Now, we could take it and we couldn't core it, which is problematic. But we do have a claim on it. Do we have a claim on this as well? No, we don't have a claim on that, but we do have a claim on that. I'm going to declare that war. My ally will come in. We've gained a couple of extra provinces here that we do need to start coring, actually, which are these two. And yes, I know that I'm black flagged. I'll need to move through to deal with that. Hopefully I can get military access over here. They will not say yes. They might be able to do that for us. I mean, these guys don't have much of an army, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. So that's okay. Let's go ahead and keep working on these. You did lose. Yeah, we can't actually get over there. Let's just see how they do. Where is this next thing going to spawn here? In Kankas, all the way down here. That's a long way to travel, but let's go ahead and do it. We're a little bit short on manpower. I think these guys might be able to deal with this. So who else is involved in here? No one else. So providing their army doesn't get completely mullered, they should be able to take both of those provinces. I do have a claim on this. But, I mean, these are my vassals, so I don't mind too much if they have it themselves, because I will integrate them. So that is fine. We're still sucking up to Orissa. How are we doing with the Timurids? The Timurids still like us. Well, we've gained a couple of provinces. These guys we're going to integrate. We've still got a lot of border war going on. These guys are in a war. We still need to try and find an easy war that we can do. You're not at war with anybody else. You're just at war with me right now. And that will also then give these guys adjacency to Kutch. So they may then make a claim against Kutch. Recall the diplomat from Orissa. There's the revolt. Good timing. So unfortunately we will lose yet more manpower. Which would always be nice if it didn't happen, but unfortunately it does. So let's get you guys back home. So what we might be able to do now is... Oh, we still can't do it. Raise additional levies. Their influence needs to be 40 or higher. It's well below that, so that doesn't help. We can start on some of this coring. We certainly should. Now, these guys may be making their way around to try and attack me up here. In fact, it looks like they are. Let's just go ahead and quickly turn that fort on. It will get a monthly tick. So, there is a garrison there now. So that means they've got a path somewhere else. But if they want to go and move into that province, they can. So yeah, hopefully those guys will get that province there. And that's where I'm going to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I will see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.